Welcome to the VLenore Show. Here we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, freestyle. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, lovers. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today is Tuesday, baby. It is Tuesday, and I can't even see what date it is. But anyway, it's Tuesday, and I'm not having tacos. Now that I do know. Um, you guys, I'm so sorry about these technical difficulties. Let me say this. Um, it's so funny because when I started the last live, I checked my mic and everything was fine, but for whatever reason, in between the mic check and actually getting to the stage, the browser lost connection to the mic. So I was trying to regain connection. Unfortunately, the computer is still rebooting. I am literally talking to you from my phone. For now, I was thinking, well, let's talk. I don't want to delay our conversation too much. Um, because I told you guys I was going live and I was trying to be live, okay? So while the computer is rebooting and I need the computer to do its thing so that we can do the reaction. All right. So again, I appreciate everyone's patience with this foolishness. We're gonna get it together. It's gonna get got together. Okay. Um, so anyway, let's see who's here. Hey Shapey, hey Miss HLS, Cam Lewis, Cross Country Cruiser, Petty Patty, Sari Colette, hey Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Let's see who else. Beauty is her name. Only Me 23. Dimples Wimples 504. This is true. Misi is here. Michi is here too. And Blue Bear and the woman he chose. And Miss I See You too. So is Shelly 928 and Say J. Yes, it's Rox. Did I say hi? That girl, Texas Toy. Hey, let's talk about it all. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It's here. Yes. Hey, Salty Buzzer. Hey, Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. I'm still just checking, just trying to check. How long was that live last night, Legacy Moon? Huh? 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 It looked like it was over 5 hours. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What is it about going to Legacy Moon's channel though that makes you stay there all night long? That's what I need to understand. What is it? What is she using over there to draw us in? Okay, and keep us locked down over there, huh? For hours upon hours, for lives upon lives upon lives, honey. She will do 18 lives in 24 hours and then still be trying to come back the next day. I don't know what she is doing over there, what kind of energy drink she is drinking, what she putting in her damn coffee. And I don't know what the hell she put in all y'all shit too. Okay, because she did something because everybody be over there all night long and all day too. Now, this lady just said she did 2 lives today. Two. Now, she did about 18 hours last night on one live, and then she came back and did 2 lives today. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. What the hell? Hi, Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. Hi. Hey, Wendy Shy. Nikki Love. What you say with the woman he chose? Is V still working on doing the marathon show? I should. But why? Because Legacy Moon stays live day and night. Now, I don't know if going over to Legacy Moon is like a practice ground for me to run a marathon live because golly, She will have you locked down over there. So I guess if I could do 2 Legacy Moon lives back to back, then that would be my 12-hour live, wouldn't it? That would be the 12-hour live. I think part of the issue right now is that y'all, do y'all know my computer's still restarting? I'm looking at it. It says restarting. It has been restarting for approximately 12 to 18 minutes. 12 to 15 minutes, I'm sorry. Like, what is going on? My life. My life, my life, my life, my life. I am in struggle mode, y'all. But I am trying to do the marathon live. The problem is, you guys, I'm moving. So I will be out of my place next Friday and trying to pack up shit and trying to figure this out. So it's a lot, going on at once. But I really do want to do the marathon live. I still may do it before I am transitioned. Hold on, wait a second. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hi, my baby. Hi, her daughter. Hi. Hi, her daughter. Hi, honey. The champ is here. The champ is here. Hey, B. Hey, Chad. I miss y'all. We miss you too. Hi, boo boo. Her daughter is here. Hi, y'all. Y'all see her daughter? Her daughter here. Hi, babes. Hey, Nikki Love. First of all, her daughter, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your super chat. Okay. But your presence is more of a present. Okay. I love you so much. I miss you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Girl. Don't make me cry, okay? I'm just not. I just can't, okay? I love you, her daughter. Thank you for being here. Miss you so, so much. Okay. Nikki Love is here. The mic isn't working. Y'all, the damn computer is still rebooting. This is cray cray. Jesus. I wish I knew how to. If I could share my screen on my phone, I would do it. And I know it can be done, but I just don't know how. And I've tried to figure it out. Baptize That Ass is here. Hey, Salty Buzzard. Hey, Miss Niecy. West Side Story. Miss Mad About Music. Let me put her daughter back up here because I need to see her. I need to see her. Okay, I just need to see her. Hold on, y'all. Shit, now I can't see. Damn, her daughter's gift is all in the way. You looking at it on the phone. So West Side Story, Miss Bad About Music, VA Shell Loves. Hey girl. Hey Dimples Wimples. Did I say hi to you? I said hi probably in the other chat. Y'all didn't hear me trying to talk to y'all. Um, let's see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else is here? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Texas Toy is here. Ducky Dexter. Legacy Moon. Yeah, Legacy Moon. Yeah, whatever, girl. Whatever my ass. We have to be over there 18 hours or you're not happy. You're just not pleased with yourself. You don't think you've accomplished anything if we're not doing that. Please hit the like button, y'all. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Let's see. Let me keep going. Hey, Lexi. Lexi the Law Nerd is here. Y'all, this is so hard to freaking see this way. Texas Toy said, I was waiting for V to see you, her daughter. Y'all, I'm over here distracted and stuff. Girl, first of all, it ain't nothing but God, because if her daughter had said something in the other chat, we wouldn't even be over there. So anyway, um, let me see what else, y'all. I'm trying to scroll through. Uh, oh, Legacy Moon, I know, girl, but shit. You said I have already said I would not go live when you do your marathon. Oh, I know. I appreciate that. Hell, if you did, it would be what it is. Cause, honey, that's gonna be a lot. I know. Shell said, "V, don't get emotional. It's hard. I got so much going on. Let me tell you. It don't take much to send me over the edge right now, or to send me into an emotional spiral. Good stuff does it, like the bad stuff does it. So anyway, um, so happy my baby is here. Um, what was I gonna say? HL Love said, I'm going back to work. I've seen enough to make my day. Y'all have a wonderful day. Who else is here, y'all? Sweet Tea is here. You see, I'm trying to read the messages without. What the hell is wrong with this computer, y'all? Hold on. I'm just gonna turn it off because this doesn't make sense. I was trying to restart it. Jesus, it is really going through it. Um, okay. Y'all, I can't barely see anybody. Muffin 218. Everybody, uh her daughter asked me where I'm moving. I'm going to California. I'm moving to California. I am. Um, wait. The only Aisha left said I would have messaged you V to get your okay. Yeah, you would have to. Yeah, good. That's true. Y'all, somebody would have said something, but I would have been better. I mean, still, I'm glad she's over here though. What you say, her daughter? Don't cry. You'll make me cry. Everything will be fine. Look, those would have been happy tears. They were right there, girl. A tear did drop. Let me not trip. A tear dropped. I'm not that much of a thug, okay? A tear did drop, honey. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so y'all hit the like button for me, and we gonna get this party started in a second here. Soon as I can get this damn computer, I don't know what's going on. So it's about to start back up. I hope it helps. Anyway, so we are going to be discussing today uh, um, the calls that Sonya had right after that Tasha K interview. First of all, I am so glad that Legacy Moon decided to do a reaction to the Tasha K interview. And Legacy Moon, thank you so much for allowing me to sit in as we did that for 18 hours. I appreciate it. Um, but we, like I said, we only got 30 minutes in of that hour and a half interview. Okay. 30 minutes. And it took us 6 hours to get it done. Okay. Just the 30 minutes. So there's so much more to discuss about that interview. But she did that reaction. And then next thing we know, we've got calls around the Tasha K interview stuff, right? Which is just great timing. And it's interesting now because it's all kind of fresh in our minds about what she said in that interview versus what she has said since that interview, and how she's retelling the story about what transpired during that interview. Okay. So I'm anxious. It looks like the computer's back, y'all. So I'm just bringing up the program so we can get back into it. Okay. Um, hold on. I need to hold that. Hold on, y'all. We gonna get there. We are almost there. How you feeling? All right. So it's going to be really interesting to hear how she spoke. I know you guys have probably heard these calls already. Um, Hold on, y'all. I'm about to check my mic again to see if my mic sounds nice. Check one. Ooh, it looks like it's working, y'all. Let me go over here. I'm going to have to switch devices here. And give me one moment to do that. All right, testing. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me now. Put a 1 in the chat, please, if y'all can hear me now. Won't God do it? Her daughter, you are not going to fuck up my show today. Okay, let me just tell you that. God dog it. Okay, you will not F up my damn show. Okay, anyway. Okay, so we back, baby. Okay, so let me just pull up phone calls from prison and we can get to business. My God. I am so happy, her daughter. Y'all, I've had a funky ass. Well, y'all know it's been rough. It's been rough recently. And then this weekend, with me being down, because, I had, for those of you that didn't know, I had this, I went to bed and I had all this shit on my face. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was so I went to the doctor about it. They said it could be stress, between Google and the V-Study diagnosed that it was probably stress, right? And so went and she prescribed like this steroid like ointment to put on it twice a day. And hold on one second. And when I put that on there, that helped. But she also gave me 4 immunizations, really 4 vaccines. I had a one for shingles, because we were trying to figure out that I hope it ain't shingles, right? And it wasn't shingles. I figured it wasn't shingles because of where it was starting. But anyways, they gave me 1 for shingles, 1 for COVID, 1 for flu, and 1 for pneumonia. And that shit had me down. So now I'm down. I'm not, first of all, I was sore as hell. Like your whole body, I went through the body aches and the, all the little symptoms that you get sometimes after these vaccinations. And then I got fatigued real bad. I was able to come and do a show Saturday. You guys really helped me keep my mind off of it. I did feel better once I got off, but I was so damn tired. And I slept all of Sunday, most of yesterday. It just had me out, down and out. And then that caused more stress because I have so much shit to do. You know what I mean? I have so much shit to do for this move. And so I'll have to be out by next Friday. And there's so much to do, y'all, so much. And I'm not so excited about all of this right now. It's just a lot going on. So anyway, all right, let me pull up our girl phone calls from prison to see what's going on there. Please hit the like button for me, y'all. I really appreciate it. Okay, I got them up. Hold on one second. I'm going to share my screen here. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Sharing the screen, baby. Come on, don't give me no problems now. We come too far. We have come too far now. Huh. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, shit. Yo, it's saying that it's on the screen, but it's not on the screen. Hold on. Oh, there we go. The damn show. Anyway. All right. Her daughter. Would you stop it? I done told you you're not going to fuck up my show. Damn you. Oh, my God. Y'all, if you received membership.
This video
Oh, shit.
contains two
Hold on.
calls between Nesto.
Oh my God. Oh my God. If you received a membership from our girl, her daughter, would you please thank her in the chat? Would you do that for me? Let's see who got them. I'll be off in a minute. Raquel Moore, Butterfly 23, Olivia Only, and Janetta have all received gifted memberships from her daughter. Damn you, her daughter. And Dimples Wimple, she is doing this shit on purpose, okay? She is doing this shit on purpose. Thank you, her daughter. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Oh my God, now I really am going to cry. Her daughter. Wait. I cannot wear her ass. She's stupid. Y'all, I know y'all get a. Let me just say this about her daughter's ass. Like, y'all think she's funny and shit in the chat. Like, y'all know she kind of crazy when you see her, the things she say in the chat. I know her, so I know just how crazy her daughter. If you don't fucking stop, her daughter, if you don't fucking stop, I hate you. She just cashed at me, y'all. I hate her ass. I can't. Dimples Wimples? What the fuck is going on? What is Dimples Wimples? She just gifted 5 memberships too, damn it. To Nesto's and Sonya's pen pal, to Noby Dane, Stacy with Stacy, that first twin, Dr. Charles, and Kay Blueberry have all received memberships from Dimples Wimples 504. Jesus. Thank you so much, Dimples Wimples. Y'all better thank her if you received a membership. And then Attitudes and Tylenol, moving and better Wi-Fi fund. Thank you, Attitude and Tylenol. Jesus, won't God do it? He said, baby, I'm going to deliver you. I'm going to deliver you from this bad Wi-Fi, daughter. Okay? You done tried, and you had your trials and tribulations with this Wi-Fi. We're going to bless you with good Wi-Fi. Okay? All right. You just got to have faith and patience, and we're going to get you to the good Wi-Fi. That's what the Lord had told me. Okay. And I am so grateful for it. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. I have been struggling, y'all, with all of this. Stress is not great for me. I have my headache issues. The shit didn't go away. All of this triggered that. So it's like, oh my God, like, it's just so much going on. And I am extremely, oh my God, what the hell? Lexi the law nerd. Lexi the law nerd. What is you doing? Okay. What the hell? Oh my God. Teresa Paysinger Montoya, Black UMI, Scorpion 78, Mocha and Dimples, and Mr. Mina have all been gifted memberships by Lexi the Law Nerd. Please thank Lexi the Law Nerd in the chat. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you so much. Miss Butterfly, thank you so much for the super chat for the moving fund. Yes, thank y'all so much. I appreciate you so much. Oh my God. Okay. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. Look, we even got a new member. Thank you so much, that 70s girl. Thank you. Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. Y'all really are. But that her daughter is taking me the fuck out. Okay. Now look, damn it. I got to do a show today. Jesus. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. And I'm not just saying that because you're so generous. I really am not. When I tell you I have turned into that content creator that turns to her chat and talks to them and gets encouragement from them, I have turned into her. Okay, I really have. If you notice my recent members only lives, I've been very transparent in them. I, in fact, enjoyed them. They have motivated me in rough moments. So I really appreciate it. I really do. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate your generosity. I appreciate your encouragement in the chat, most specifically. I am appreciative. Those of you, there are many of you that reach out to me and child. Let me see something because I ain't gonna say your name. Who is this? Someone just cash at me. Thank you so much. I don't want to say your name. Your initials are LH. Thank you so much. I'm trying to see if I can figure out. I wish I knew who that was. Thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate it. So yes, I've been very transparent and I'm just grateful for this community of people. I really am. I mean, I really am. You guys give me ideas. You guys give me encouragement. I know that many of you are praying for me. I know that I know that I am blessed. I am blessed to have you all, and I appreciate it. I really do. Doggone it. Now stop it and just hit the like button. Really, honestly, just hit that. Just do that. Uh, just hit the damn like button already, okay? Jesus. That 70s girl. That 70s girl done gifted somebody too. Hold on one second. Now, who got that? TBA got it. TBA was gifted a membership by that 70s girl. So, TBA, if you're in the chat, please thank uh, uh, that 70s girl, okay? All right, doggone it. Let's get into shit. Let's shit about this heifer, okay? Is out here lying and perpetrating the fraud, okay? Let's get into that. Jesus. Okay, let's listen, y'all.
And Sonya.
First, shout out to Shay and Phone Calls from Prison. Put some yellow hearts in the chat for our girl. And I see you, her daughter, ringing the bell. I see you doing that. Okay, I see it. I am going to invest in a fucking bell. I think it's necessary, or at least a bell sound effect. Okay, I think it's necessary. Anyway, and Sarah Colette, I love you too. I love y'all so much. All right, and I love Shay from Phone Calls from Prison and her husband. Okay, now let's listen.
On December 1st, 2023. This was the same night her interview was released on Tasha K Live. Sonya plays the trailer, talks about bloggers, and reads comments to Nesto. Take a listen.
You all right?
Hey.
You made it in?
I'm fine. How are you?
It's freezing in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. How was your
Well,
event?
What happened?
How was your meeting you went to?
I don't know. I'm lost.
You didn't go?
Oh,
Hey, I'm thinking. Okay. So why I wanted you to call? No.
hold on. Now he just asked her a question. Did he not? Didn't he just ask her, how was your meeting? And she didn't really say anything. He said, you didn't go. She didn't really say anything. I'm sure this was one of her business meetings, okay? Because she all about that business, all right? So I'm sure this was supposed to be a business meeting. Oh my God. This heifer, Jesus, I swear for the Lord. I love you. Always have, always will. I have to go to sleep. I'll catch this live later. Talk to you soon, my VLenore. I love you, her daughter. Go get some sleep, because I know your schedule, how it's all wacky. Okay. So I love you. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon. Okay. Yay. All right. So back to these fools. So and thank you again, her daughter, for all this generosity, sis. You did not have to do any of that. Child would have been straight up and down boo-hooing without any of this bullshit. Okay. So thank you so much. I love you so much. You just don't know. Okay. You just don't know. Anyway, her daughter says, okay, all right. What was I saying? Okay, he asked her a question. She ain't answer it. You know she ain't had no damn meeting. You know she always got a business meeting with some imaginary investors for an imaginary club or an imaginary business. Child. Jesus. But let's listen.
The interview airs today at 9 o'clock.
Oh, it does? At night?
Yeah, and so they did a little her and the messy
What?
blogger who put my family's business all out.
Okay.
Did a little conversation prior, and for some reason, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, they got together before you.
They went and got together just now and did a live little, conversation. And this episode, I was shaking during the interview. I'm sitting here like, why would I be shaking? It wasn't cold, and I don't have shaky hands or anything. Maybe because she got shot 5 times. I'm like, okay, who got shot 5 times? I'm like, it just amazes me. And then she said, what did I have to say? Oh my God. It's just twisted lies like always, So I'm going to, either you can stay on, call me back at 9 o'clock and listen to it, and I could play it on the other phone and listen, if you could listen to it.
Oh, okay. So is anybody listening at them too?
Hell yeah, it was 12,000 people on the chat.
Now that's funny. He said, do anybody really be listening? Yeah, that's the platform to go on. If you want Black YouTube to hear what the hell you got to say about some entertainment related shit, go on over there to Tasha K, because somebody gonna see you. They're gonna see you. Yes, they will be in that damn chat. 12,000 was in the chat just talking about your ass. Okay, that wasn't even the live. That wasn't even the interview. Okay, multiple bloggers got on a panel, each of which have their own audiences. So we're talking what, 4 bloggers got on there. It was Nyla, it was Bougie, it was Sylvia, and Shay. Now, if I missed anybody, let me know. But all of those people were on that panel talking about you, Nesto, and Sonya. Okay. Now, that's what you wanted, because I got a feeling didn't nobody contact Sonya to interview her. I think she contacted Tasha K, did she not? So this is what you asked for. You wanted it, you got it. Toyota. Okay? You you asked for it, you got it. Toyota. Y'all remember that? That's what you got exactly what you paid for. Okay? So you wanted the people to hear you. They not only heard you, but they had a follow-up live to you to discuss you even further, to lay out the facts. And one of the reasons they did that, Sonya, is because you lied so much. See, if you had just come on there, I have never seen Tasha K do what she did with this case or with this particular interview. And what I mean is, and you all can correct me if I'm wrong. I've watched Tasha K since the beginning. Okay. And she has interviewed many people, many mistresses, many strippers, many, just folks that had these stories that were connected to celebrities somehow. And she has done that. And she has never then, after said interview, held a panel discussion about the interview. She's never done that before, not that I know of. So she did that because you lied so much. And unfortunately, you didn't recognize that there's a network of people out here. Now, I don't want to assume anything about anybody's relationships because I don't know details, but it seems that Nyla already had a relationship, or at least knew her, or some kind of professional working relationship, knew Tasha K. Okay? You know what I'm saying? From blogger to blogger, it appeared that they knew each other. Because we do know that Nyla knows Storm, right? They have a relationship. So Nyla has a relationship with Tasha K. Not a surprise, not to me, but I'm sure it's a surprise. It was a surprise to Sonya. Then again, I don't know what Bougie's relationship was to Tasha K, but Bougie obviously has a working relationship with Nyla. And at this time, we had well, I was about to say Silverback. Sylvia, because of Nyla and Bougie. I don't know how that happened, but Sylvia joined that panel as well. And it's kind of interesting because there was a time when Sylvia was backing up the stance that she felt at. Can y'all hear me? Sorry. Can y'all testing? Hold on. Yeah, okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. And there was a time when after Tasha K was on R. Kelly's ass so tough, Sylvia was over there, caping for R. Kelly, and was kind of, disputing and the Tasha K stuff. So I don't think that they were cool per se. They were on opposite sides of the aisle where R. Kelly was concerned. But again, all these people have knowledge of one another. And it was so unfortunate for you, Sonya, that you decided that you were going to go lie on Tasha K's channel, because then that brought in the opportunity, or allowed for the opportunity, for all of these bloggers who have been following it, who have been listening to the calls, who had done the research and the investigations, and as you stated, brought you out of the clouds. Okay. With you, it probably was bushes with you. I feel like you're lower to the ground. You're a low vibration. So you probably was coming out of the dirt. Okay. When you heard that, that Nyla was saying these things, and had narrowed it down to you. Okay. And found who you were. And we know that bothered you. But the fact that you went out here lying, you set it up. You set it up. You gave her the opportunity to bust you out like that and to have another live. Okay. In fact, now I want to see, I don't know if that live is still up. Is that live still up? If anybody can find that live where the four of them did that panel discussion. And then Shay came up to talk about the phone calls and whatnot. And we also know that Bougie had a relationship. Well, again, a working relationship. Bougie is really responsible for us even having these calls in the first place, because she came to Phone Calls for Prison and said, hey, would you be interested in doing this? And if it wasn't for Bougie making that suggestion, and if it were not for Phone Calls from Prison for actually doing it, man, we wouldn't even be here right now. But it also is weird that you thought you could go on a platform with someone who has over 1 million subscribers, tell lies, when there are people out here following the shit and have broken down some of those lies before you even told it. Like, it makes no sense. So anyway, let's listen a little further.
Yeah, they were doing it. Okay, so hold on. They were doing it.
Okay, so they double team. Is that what you're saying?
Quadruple team.
Right, exactly. So yeah, hold on.
You are the mistress to Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto. We was talking everything's like 5 minutes.
How they edited.
Just a priest. We just talked about everything, you know what I'm saying? 5 minutes a day, whatever. I was just like, girl, if I found out, I'm sure, as of what, you know what? If I was to my husband, if I was fat and busted, would they in? Now, there's been calls.
Sonya is funny because the fact that she thinks somehow, some way that someone's aesthetics determines their worth and value. I know a lot of fucked up ignorant, nasty, beautiful looking people, or what folks would think is aesthetically pleasing to, to most, or whatever, or the standard, you know what I'm saying? When in fact, that is not how you determine someone's beauty and worth, okay? Like, looking good just ain't enough, all right? But while you are attractive, you ain't, come on now, you act like you out here walking around like you Halle Berry or Jane Kennedy or some fucking body. Who the hell did child, what is you thinking? I don't understand what she is thinking. You are no Gabrielle Union or anything out here in these streets. You are not that. Okay. You are an attractive woman. At that time when I first saw you, I didn't think that you necessarily looked your age, and I'm saying that as a compliment. But Texas Toy, that's what I'm saying. Other people, hold on one second. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Texas Toy said, how are you defining attractive? Well, that's my point. I think that we all have our own standards, right? But then there's this American standard in our, that they try to push on us as to what good looks are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the reason, and let me say this, Extra as Fuck says she's no Jane Kennedy. No, she isn't. And I only use those two people, Jane Kennedy and Halle, because they both, they say Jane ain't from Cleveland, but I thought she was. She lived there at some point. So Jane Kennedy, Cleveland. Halle Berry, Cleveland. She ain't no Dorothy Dandridge, Cleveland. Like, she's not none of that. Okay. You're not Nia Long. That's right. Side slower Sonya. You are no Nia Long or Regina King or Gabrielle or Sanaa Lathan. You are none of these people. You're none of these black beauties. None of them. Okay. What CJ said, yeah, keep it Jane Kennedy. Jane Kennedy and Halle Berry, since they're both from Ohio. Yeah, and they're both from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Dorothy Dandridge from Cleveland. See, she thinks she's something because no, you're no Kim Whitley, okay? Cleveland, you are none of this. All right? You do resemble Steve Harvey from Cleveland. You do resemble him. Is that your cousin? Is that why you are involved in this in the first place? Because you look like Steve Harvey, okay? You look like his younger brother. Now again, everybody has their own thought about what beautiful is, but for whatever reason, she seems to think that the way someone looks determines whether or not they are a mistress or not, or whether or not they are a threat or not. And this is what I will say: around on two legs, anything walking around on two legs with a kitty cat in the middle, with a smoky, he was trying to make it purr. Okay, he didn't give a damn. He only testing. Can y'all hear me? Testing. Okay, I see it. Because you look like Steve Harvey, you wanted to get involved in the case. That's what it seemed. Oh, hey, Black Not Bitter. Black Not Bitter says she looks more like Cat Williams, who is from Ohio. Right. You look like Cat Williams. Okay. Hell, you got a hairline like Dave Chappelle. Okay. Dave Chappelle bald. Just so you know. Okay. Ohio. You want to, we comparing you to the beauties of Ohio, and I mean, come on. So it is what it is, ma'am. You think that because you look a certain way, somebody's gonna have a problem with you for the married man? No, we wouldn't give a damn what you look like. We trying to understand, why are you fucking this married man who is incarcerated at that, and tracked him down in jail so that you could have him as your man? Side story, Sonya said that man has been in prison a good portion of his life. He will take anything down, even Gary with the T. He always talks. It seems like Gary with the T comes up often in these conversations sometimes. I'm beginning to wonder if he got a thing for Gary with the T. Okay. Sonya wishes she looked like Gary Owens. Okay. Again, that's who she thinks she looked like, because she white. You know she white, right? She white. She Caucasian, she say. So maybe she looked like Gary Owen. I don't see the resemblance, but I think that's what she aiming for or something. I don't know. Okay. But anywho, let's listen to what this slower is saying.
That have been all over the internet, okay, that have not only exposed Shirley, the husband, you and Steve Harvey, Marjorie Harvey. There's been a lot of these calls circulating.
Nobody talking about Steve Harvey.
Read this article.
Oh, sorry, hold on. This is just a trailer. That's all this is.
Okay, because I just want to read the portion of this article. Now, Shirley Strawberry's estranged husband is incarcerated at the Atlanta Fulton County Jail on gun possession, theft, and fraud. Hold on. No, I just want to read the article. That's why you read it. So, gun possession, theft, fraud, child pornography charges, as per the Jasmine brand. Now, according to Sandra Rose.
And let me say this real quick. You see, Sonya, when you are saying some shit that's real, and clarifying some shit, she want to talk over you. She wants to shut you down. She don't want you talking or asking that bullshit. She wants to guide the conversation in the direction she wants it to go. She tried it with Tasha K. She damn sure tried it with me. And I noticed her pattern when I watched the Tasha K interview. So when she came and interviewed me, I was like, I see what she's trying to do. And I would sometimes let her go and then be like, okay, but come on back. I still need you to answer this question. You know what I'm saying? Because she wants to guide it and talk over, and she thinks she's doing it. Here go Black but Not Bitter. She's not even Gerald Levert or Bootsy Collins. You damn right. She ain't even Sean Levert. Okay? She ain't even fucking Eddie Levert. You heard me? What's his name, y'all? That is the host, the current host of The Price is Right. What's his name? I know that's terrible. He's a humongous star, and I'm tripping. I know I'm tripping. But what's his name? I know y'all know. He from Cleveland too. Okay? He white. I think she wants to look like Gary Owens and Drew Carey. Thank you so much, Texas motherfucking toy. Okay? Drew Carey. Okay? She thinks she want to be Drew Carey. All right? This heifer right here. Okay? Anyway, let's listen.
They got the wrong. They got the wrong. You know, I keep reading somebody else's charges with yours.
Right. Williams is serving a 23-month prison sentence. You have very intimate phone calls with this woman's husband, and you're claiming that y'all were never put together, and you only had 5-minute conversations with him waking up and saying good morning to you. There's Nesto calling you. Okay, fine. The clock counts. Don't listen to the phone.
Hold on a second. Do you see how in that moment Tasha K said, so you just had these 5-minute calls with this man. Every morning he said good morning. See, remember, it was 5-minute calls. It wasn't until she got over here that she clarified, at least, and I could be wrong. I could have missed it the first time. I don't know. But it wasn't until she came over here that I heard her say anything about texting, because I said, let me understand this. This man called you every day. You only had 5-minute conversations. It's during COVID. And because of that, you have all this loyalty. And she said, well, I said, how many times did he come see you? And she was like, he couldn't come see me because it was COVID. I said, oh, so he called you. Well, we couldn't talk on the phone because I had a tube down my throat. I said, so you were texting? So you are devoted to a man that you would text message 5 minutes a day? That's what we saying? And that's why you have so much damn devotion to this hoe? No, see. The only black man better, don't you have a fucking beating, girl? You a mess. Black but not bitter said, she does have the hairline of LeBron James before the implants or after. Because, you know, LeBron had a little, doesn't he have like you know, when them hair growth systems, or I don't know, what do you call those things when they get the plugs in or whatever? I don't know what it was, but I remember seeing him without the hair. You know, it seemed like there was something that happened. That's all I'm saying. God knows I love me some LeBron. Okay. She does have the hairline of LeBron. That is very, very true. It is interesting that you say that. Okay. But LeBron has pretty decent edges on the sides. It's the top. It's that, you know, across that forehead area. That's the one that's problematic, I think. Yes, attitude and Tylenol. I think he had a transplant. Yep, sure did. I wonder where they take the hair from. You think they take it from his pubes? Where they take it from? Off his chest? What do they do? How do they get the hair to put up there? Because transplant to me means moving from one place to another, right? They unplant it and then plant it. Yes? So I wonder where they grabbed that from. It's just a question. Okay? Because if you ain't got no hair and you wear short hair, they're not grabbing it from your head, are they? Are they getting it from his shoulders, his back, his chest, or his pubes, or off his legs? What are they doing? How do they do that? I'm just saying. Acme Listening Inc. says, I think the IG that BLK 1K sent. Wait, what? That black? Okay, I don't know what the BLKIK is. Sent her to the hospital. How do we know if he cleaned it? That's why he kept checking on her. Now what now? I'm a little confused by the question. Acme listening. I think the IG Black IK. Break that down for me because I'm not really sure. You said sent her to the hospital. How do we know if he cleaned it? Oh, are you saying the dildo? Oh, the dildo center there? Is that what you're saying? The dildo? Is that what you're saying? The black toys. Oh, I see y'all saying in the So the black toys sent her to the hospital, child. Jesus. I hope he's getting checked. You know what I'm saying? Or not now, but I wonder if he was getting checked. I wonder if he was you got a good point about that cleaning thing. That is nasty to even consider. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. Cause hold on. Texas Toy was saying Legacy did say that bandage was pretty low. That's true. Cause we looked at that video again that Sylvia played of Sonya being in the hospital, where Sonya is posing and actually taking her own footage of herself being intubated. I don't know what it is that she had. We're trying to figure that out. We don't know if the tube went down her throat or if it was like some sort of oxygen mask or something. I don't know. But when she scanned the area, scanned her body or what have you, it did appear like the bandage she had was low. But again, I couldn't get a real good view of anything. And I wonder, we're trying to figure out does it have something to do with the colonoscopy bag, Lord, colonoscopy bag? Because we're trying to figure out if she even has one. But Legacy Moon did say before even listening to this or even having this discussion, y'all, she said, look how low that is. It looks like it's in her smoky area. Okay? It's in the area of the smoky. When we refer to Smokey, okay, Smokey is our resident mascot of the Nesto and Shirley Strawberry sector. Okay. She is a female kitty cat. Okay. And the owner's name is Native Tribe Urban Media. We have adopted Smokey as the mascot. And so to shape Smokey, the mascot. She's incorporated sometimes in the videos. She's popular. So when we talk about someone smoky, we're talking about their kitty cat. You get me? You get me? You get me? You get me? Okay? You get me? Anyway, let's listen. Okay, hold on one second. Looks like it's not playing for you.
At his rest. The thing is that she's her husband about, stayed at the house, and she's never been to his house, and, a lot of stuff. It's like the one call that they, when he was asking how it was. She was just, when a person's in jail, let's see. They cut it.
Wow.
That's just a trailer.
Let me just say this real quick. You know, she likes to say that often. When a person is in jail, they feel cut off. They feel no one supports them. People, family even backs away from them. So Sonya wanted to support him because of that. Please hit the like button, y'all, please. So she kills me. She says this often. She said this in the conversation I had with her. She said it in the interview with me as well. And she said it obviously on Tasha K, what have you. I had to ask her, well, sometimes someone like him, who is a career criminal, he has made crime his profession, and he has probably done, not only has he probably victimized, and let's just say financially, no, not only has he victimized strangers and people he's met out here in the world, it wouldn't surprise me if some of these cons didn't start with the family. A lot of times out of the family some kind of way. You know, it probably starts there. And then it expands out to whomever else think that they can take advantage of in the world. So sometimes it's necessary to cut these people off. They show you who they are. Ain't no telling members' money, friends' money. Obviously these victims that are suing him, their money. I mean, come on. So sometimes you have to cut these people off. What is the point? He created this scenario. He did that. Hold on. Looks like the Wi-Fi is doing what the Wi-Fi do, child. Hold on. How about now? Testing. Okay. So he had a wife that was supporting him up until the last, and would have probably still been there if he was treating her right. I would believe that the prosecutors wouldn't even have had an opportunity to really picture if he wasn't out here doing F-ish with Sonya. Because I think she would have cut them off. She doesn't have to assist them with anything. She didn't have to, as your wife, she didn't have to prosecute, testify against him. They couldn't make her do it. But because of the way he has functioned, Eve, who was willing to stand with him after 20 cycles, willing to stand with him, even with all the shit he was being accused of, but he ruined that. He ruined it. And you helped him. You were in that, Sonya. A very big part of it. So I get why these people cut him off. And we trying to figure out what the fuck you see the benefit of being with him. That's what we really want to know. We understand how you are a benefit to him, but how is he a benefit to you? How is he able to, and let's say this, even now, let's say he was a motivational person in her life. Let's say he, he was ministering to her on some level. Well, now y'all not even talking. Y'all not texting much. You're not saying anything in the text messages. You're not saying anything in the visits. You're not saying anything really in calls. So I'm trying to understand, what is your being with him? And the only thing I can come up with is that you are so different to have a man. You'll take any kind of man, any piece of a man, even a locked up man. It don't matter what kind of man it is. He a man, and that's your man. I'm a man. Just Sonya. His own kids fuck with him. His friends don't fuck. I can't say this enough. His sons, his kids, his siblings, cousins, aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, nobody fucks with him. Grandchildren, nobody is worried about this fool. I have never in my life known a grandparent who hasn't desired a relationship with their grandchild, because let the grandparents tell it, that love is completely different. That's a whole nother love. And this fool ain't never really talked about his granddaughter. The only time I really heard him say anything about his granddaughter was when he's trying to show off about the fact that he got her a Rolls Royce or whatever she was driving or being driven in for her prom. Again, that's not even a compliment to the granddaughter or any proof of his love for her. And I'm not impressed. And that's it. That's all. But okay, let's listen.
What did trailer do?
I've been telling you guys for months.
Yeah, so they got 6 minutes before the interview come on. Talk about it might not come out till next week. That's why I got ahead of it and did recap. She's gonna cut it up. She's gonna chop it up. She's gonna switch answers and make one answer to this answer. So the attorney text.
Let me ask you, first of all, Sonya, however, in my life, I mean, I've been watching, like I said, I've watched Tasha K from the beginning. I do not recall, and you guys can correct me, but I have not seen a video, or I'm sorry, an interview where Tasha K edited out anything. In fact, I don't think it was Sonya. There was some interview that when Tasha left the interviewee in the room at one point, walked out for some reason, and they even showed what was happening in the room while she was on. Like, I have never seen Tasha K cut, chop, and screw an interview in that way. You can say a lot of shit about Tasha K. You can say what you want to, all right? God knows I've had some opinions, but I'm also a subscriber. I always cared for. But what I'm not going to do is lie on her. I have not seen Tasha K do an interview like that. And here's my question to Sonya. Is she, because at this point, she hasn't even seen the interview. She hasn't even seen it. It hasn't even aired yet. It's going to air that night. She's just watching the panel discussion recap, right? That took place. So I'm trying to understand that if you haven't seen the interview, but you believe that this is how she functions, why didn't you go to CNN? Why didn't you go to MSNBC? Why didn't you go to Fox News, since you know that's your favorite channel anyway? You didn't even go to the BBC. Like, what the fuck? Why did you decide that you were going to go to Tasha K? You know Tasha K only deals with salacious storylines. That's her thing. That's her lane. And so you knew your shit was salacious, and you knew you was some fucking, and you knew that this was your opportunity. So you sought out Tasha K, thought you had hit the jackpot, only to get there and understand that she called you out on some shit. You just thought that you were going to sit there and just rattle on. And she did let you do that for a while. She did. But my question is, if you thought she was that kind of vlogger, why did you choose her? Why did you go? Why? No, I'm trying to understand. The BBC. Yes, she didn't even go to the BBC. I mean, if that's what she thought, makes no sense. That's right, Dimples Wimple. She kept mentioning Claudia Jordan. She kept mentioning her. Okay. And I guess just because Claudia and them mentioned it in passing, like it was on the docket for some people. A lot of people brought it up when it happened. Chronicle Speaks brought it up when it happened. But she wanted to go to one of those places. I think even if she had gone to Claudia Jordan, she might have been surprised because I think Claudia would have asked her some questions that she wasn't prepared for. Claudia Jordan, I don't know, like she didn't have to do that, like really check people in the interview or anything while she was on Fox Soul. She never really had to do that. She, because they interviewed people and stuff on both of the shows that she did. They interviewed people, I believe, but she didn't have guests that would come on there outright lying that she needed to check in that way. But if you really have followed Claudia Jordan, whether you like her or not, when she was on Foxhole with Jamie Foxx's station on Sirius Radio, Claudia quite often would call people to the carpet, like because they had guests come on there all the time, and they could be raw and uncut and all that. They cussing each other out, they saying nasty shit. There was nothing. there were no boundaries really on that show, but people would come on there and say things, and she literally would hold their feet to the fire, even co-hosts and stuff. So I think Sonya thought she was picking and choosing places that were going to uplift her. I don't know what platform she thought she could go to as the fucking mistress to this man, this married man, and that was going to be uplifted. And just because you say you're a friend here, we know it's a lie. It's not the truth. We hear the calls, man. We hear the calls. We see the text messages. We hear you. So you think if we hear you, that they don't hear you? It's crazy. It's crazy. You are setting yourself to be called out, setting yourself up for it. Here we go. Let's listen.
And ask me, did you do an interview with Tasha K?
Which one was that?
Watch the full interview with Mistress Sonya. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about the 11 years.
Right, the one that came to see you.
Oh,
The Nyla interview was good, but this would not be possible without phone calls from friends and YouTube channel, period. These are all comments. Sonya recorded your interview. She had a second phone with her, which I tried. Well, I'm glad you think that. That's good. So maybe your interview will come out the right way when you chop it up. My phone went out. I signed on. Hold on. When is the interview free? Tasha. Sonya, a.k.a. Miss Waller, was off.
When is the interview free? About a year later. Because then she put... it was over a year before Tasha made that shit free and available on YouTube. And let's say, which is so funny because, see, I think all this time Sonya thought after a while it'll phase out and then we'll stop talking about her. But she stopped talking, so we didn't stop talking. And then here comes Tasha K a year plus later, dropping the damn interview, only for us to talk about shit all and revved it back up. Okay? And guess what? When we done talking about this Tasha K interview, I'm bringing up my fucking interview again. And we going to see what you lied to me about in comparison to the Tasha K. Oh, we going back. We going back. See, that's the thing. You give us plenty of content. And when we find out new information, it reminds us of some of the shit you've said in previous calls. So we go back to the calls, some of which we have already reviewed. We go back to listen again because you say some dumb shit that reminds us that you was on some fuck shit talking to us and lying to people. So we're going to go back to my interview too. It's funny because just recently I've had a new wave of people come through and say, that they never even saw the interview the first time and they're watching it now. And then I've had other folks who watched it a second time thinking about the things that you have said. So we will be revisiting it. Yes, no 54. We are going to visit that shit again. And in fact, I wouldn't even mind. It would be nice to hear other people's perspective on it. So if Legacy Moon and Native want to do it one night on their after show, I think that would be cool. I think I'm going to do it again, my damn self. I wouldn't mind doing it with them. That would be okay. But I think it's worth doing because she continues to talk about chopping and screwing. No pun intended. This heifer chops and screws her stories all the damn time. All of the damn time. So anyway, let's listen, y'all.
That's a lie. So they're trying to say on here, they trying to say that he can't go near. This is what the Nilovich said, the one who been lying since day one.
There's a lot of investigative criminals going on around here. Okay, that's what we do around here. I mean, they already do, but we gotta make sure.
I don't know the number.
Okay, and so there's a lot of surprise content.
She said
real quick tonight we're gonna be going
that the daughter is trying to say that you at her kids, and that's why you can't go near around her and the kids.
What daughter? What?
Talking about Sheridan. Exactly. I was like, that's a whole lot. Like, they can have their facts together about anything. I was like, Sheridan mad because they said her name was on a lease. That's what she's upset about. A name.
Did anyone say that? I don't think we know exactly. I mean, it could be the whole lease situation because we do know that her name was on the paperwork, right? Sheridan's name was on paperwork pertaining to the lease of the home, wherever they were staying, apartment, whatever the hell, wherever they were staying. And Sheridan didn't realize that she was on it. In fact, y'all remember that call when Shirley brings that up to Nesto and she says like, you know, Sheridan's mad or something because her name was on the lease or whatever. And Shirley says to Nesto that she told Sheridan, well, of course your name would be on the lease. You lived with us. Your name is going to be on the lease, blah, blah, this and that. So did Nyla? I mean, I understand Nyla said that, but I'm trying to, I don't know if did Nyla say it as we're trying to figure out if that's the case. Because honestly, who wouldn't think that? I'm trying to be. Who did not have that run across their mind when people heard that you cannot contact children and that you need to stay away from certain people, and that included Sheridan and her children. Yet you have CP on your computer and you touch this allegedly, and you allegedly isn't that jump in the minds of people when you hear that your own stepchild does not want you around her or her children? Who's not going to think you violated them some way in addition to the financial violation that you committed? Like, who's not going to think that? Who's not going to let that cross their mind? So I don't know if we know that to be the case for sure. We do know about her name being on the paperwork, but I think it's a reasonable speculation. Like, who's not going to think it? Anyway.
On a lease. Where did you get child from?
Wow.
Exactly.
here Marie. All right, Uncle Saucy said Hannah.
All right.
What did you say about today?
That was like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, they kind of hype. They're trying to get hype now.
They're trying to get all of the people to come out and look at it. But
Oh.
she thought I was shaking and shit. Not me shaking.
And let me say this: if Tasha K had discussion, just think about how many would have been in the chat the day that the let's say Tasha, didn't have her app and she just previewed it on YouTube. Can you imagine how many possibly would have been in the chat for that? I would say that there are probably less people who have seen that interview now than would have seen it had it been released on YouTube. Because if you think about it, it was on her website, her app, and you had to pay to see that interview. So she got her money off that interview, right? And because it was delayed by the time it came out, a lot of people may not have seen it this time around. They probably would have seen it had it been released. You need to be counting your blessings that she didn't release it right away. I'm just saying. When I say release it, I mean release it to the public on YouTube. Because you probably, that would have been even more people that would not have been here for your bullshit. Okay. Because I'm telling you, most people do not respect side chicks. They just don't. Most people do not respect them. Extra as fuck said, oh, child, why I always say your whole Extra AF said most of our community paid that one. Show did. Because I know I did. Yeah, you too. I know I did. I watched that mother sucker. Sure did. And I think I watched it. I watched it all the way through, but then I tried to skim through it a little bit because I wanted to prep for our interview. And I didn't necessarily want to duplicate questions. And it's a good thing that I did watch it because some of the shit she said changed. She was so adamant about telling Tasha K that she never slept with this man. But she literally a month later came to see me and said, yeah, I slept with him on the second day. The fuck? So it was good what she said over there. So I understood what she was going to say over here. So anyway, hit the like button for me, y'all. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Are the mistress. So it got 26,000 views, 31,000 views, just a little trailer. But she switched it up. I mean, she edited the shit out of it.
So basically,
she has to edit it. It's a trailer. Trailers typically aren't any more than 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Your interview was an hour and a half. And this chop and screw shit you talking about, she literally showed us when y'all started the interview to the time you ended the interview. That's typically how she runs her interviews when she shows them to us. She don't be doing like now. Again, if she is doing that, her people are superb. Okay, because I didn't catch it. From what I see, she starts it and finishes it, and you watch with everything as it happened. Okay. So what do you think she's going to do in a trailer? Of course she has to chop it up. It's a trailer. Girl.
They're going to put no truth or nothing going on.
You can't put truth out if a bitch comes on there lying. Now, how much truth is going to be displayed if the interview is with a liar who lies? And you don't know what you don't know until you know it. You don't know what you don't know, right? But when you do know, you can call people on it. So the only time we had truth was when Tasha was able to say, but on this call, we heard you saying this. And you're doing that. And this don't sound right. And you're going to tell me to my face you ain't ever slept with this man, but you going hard for somebody else's husband? Somebody else's husband. And that you claim is your best friend, but you don't know his wife. And you've been friends with him for 3 years, but you don't know his wife. But you out here as a spokesperson for this Negro. Girl, bye.
Because you know what happens? Law. Yeah. That's what that is. It's a lawsuit.
Ain't nothing, no lawsuit. People can have opinions. If Nyla said that she thinks that he could have done something with the kids, or if I say I think he's this way, that's our opinion. There ain't no lawsuit. You can't sue me for my damn opinion. But you damn sure can't sue me for what I believe and know about your lies. Like, who gonna sue you, Sonya? He ought to sue you for coming out here lying and fucking up. Since you said we fucking up the case, can't nobody fuck it up no more than you. You fucked it up. You're the spokesperson. You came out here lying your ass off in every single interview. You never kept a consistent story. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it is. Say what you got, because she's not lying, and they said she got a shitload of lawsuits anyway right now. But yeah, they know she messy.
Who said Tasha K a shitload of lawsuits? A shitload? I mean, we know about one, and there probably have been people who sent her desist. What's it called? Cease and desist letters, but that doesn't necessarily mean she has a boatload of lawsuits. Hell, you making that lie, you telling that lie might be a lawsuit for you. Why you lying on her? You don't know her business like that. But we do know you was fucking Nesto. Okay. Now that we do know.
Oh.
They know she's not credible. Put it like that. They know she's not credible. And the girl that she got on here with her is not credible either, because I'm listening. I'm like what? Okay,
so the girl meaning Bougie, that's who she's talking about. So now she's talking about Bougie and Nyla. Ooh, Bougie and Nyla get under her damn skin, child. She don't. She ain't got no love for them. Okay, y'all think if they called her, she'd answer? I mean, she gonna answer because she answers all her calls. But do you think she would talk to him? Do you think she would just hang up, or do you think she would try to stay the case? I believe that if either one of them called her phone, I think she would attempt to talk. I'm not saying they'd have a long conversation, but it's possible. This lady needs all the attention she can get. And I believe that she would really like to talk to Nyla. That's what I believe in my heart. I believe that, yes, Extra AF, I think she would talk to them. And I think she lightweight wants to talk to them. I do. Nyla, call her, girl. Call her, girl. I'd give you the number, but I don't have to. You can Google it. Okay. I don't have to give it to you. First of all, you probably got it. Okay. But second of all, you can Google it. Ain't no biggie. All right. Girl, call her. Call her, because she knows she want to talk to you. You know she do. Jesus.
all this investigative work, but you never looked at his real date of birth, because when I was trying to find you and I looked up your name, it's like 50 Ernest Williams, 50 of them. And then, so it's like, how do you tell which one is his? I found out because I know your birthday. So I type in the birthday, boom, then yours come up. So under Fulton County, remember I told you that other who got 22 months for the armed robbery, possession of drugs, all of it, they trying to put that with your name.
Damn.
Come on, he got a sentence 20. Where do you see that at, bitch? That's a whole nother Ernest Williams. That is not him. That's a whole nother Ernest Williams.
Now, I know that there was at least one other Ernest Williams. There could have been more. I could see how that could be a popular name in the state of Georgia. I told y'all, I got a couple cousins. One in particular, I got a cousin. I told you his name was Ernest, and he was a mess. Anyway, he was my dad's first cousin. Wait, did I see my boo thing in here? Hey, boo thing. Hey, you called me right as I was hitting the live button, by the way, Dennis. I'll call you after this live if you're still in here. But what was I saying? Anyway, I have cousins named Ernest, right? And Williams is such a common name anyway. It wouldn't surprise me that they have multiple Ernests. And my cousin Ernest, I think his name is spelled Earnest. It's a very country situation. You know what I mean? It's a very country sort of whatever. But it does exist. And I got a whole cousin named Ernest, a couple of them. And so I could see how there might be more than one in Georgia. But let's not get it fucked up. This Negro is probably several of them because, you know, he done spelled his name. His aliases include parts of his real name, made up names, variations of his name. So we're not going to sit here and pretend like most of what they found was not true and pertained to him. There may have been one or two here and there that they got wrong, but for the most part, this Negro has been in trouble so much that it is what it is. Most of what they found is going to be him and going to be on point.
Okay, so what you think? Let me hear.
Right, what can you say? What can you say? Nothing too much.
No,
Huh?
So
I know, you're on the side.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, so what you, this is going crazy.
Right.
Okay.
So they was also trying to say that, okay, this is it, the Naylor girl. Marjorie don't want your wife around because your wife wants Steve. Not in the sense that she's attracted, not in the sense that she's
Monique, Nyla's page is called Great on All Topics. Great on All Topics.
attracted to Steve, but in the sense that she wants the lifestyle Steve can provide. She wants a man of that financial substance. Okay. She wants somebody that can, she wants a life that Mark has. That's what they're saying. She said, you could just tell by the way she was saying and how she was on the phone talking about, I would love to have that in my house, and I would love to not have to go out and get my nails done. People could just come to my house, and I would love to have a sauna. And so they were like, she wants Marjorie's lifestyle. And they were calling her a bitch, talking about, you got to keep a bitch like that out. I'm like, well, y'all people bitches and hoes. Like, y'all mouth is reckless.
I have never heard anybody call anybody a bitch or a hoe pertaining to this storyline other than you. Seriously. I ain't never heard nobody talking about Shirley, calling her out her name. I haven't heard any. And again, I have said that I believe Shirley knew more than what she leads people to believe she knew about what this man had going on. And I stand on that. And if I met Shirley tomorrow, I would say hi and be cordial and kind. And if she asked me, I would tell her to her face. I think it's hard to believe that you were married to this man or with this man for 10 years and had no idea he was doing all this shit when he got arrested 3 other times during y'all's marriage. And I'm just not going to believe that. So, and she could be a nice person and I could like her, you know, that kind of thing. But it's not going to change what I'm saying. I still believe that. But in believing it, I ain't never called her no bitch. I have not heard anybody say that. But we have called you one. Now, that we have done because you have straight up and down been disrespectful towards this woman, her relationship, and actually in our faces. Not that our faces count, but you definitely come out here lying to our faces, and then you're mad when we call you on your shit. It's not okay to come out here and lie to me because I'm going to turn around on you. So that's all we've done, and that's what she doesn't like. And somehow, some way, us telling the truth on how are we hateful? I think it's hateful to interfere in somebody else's relationship. A whole marriage, in fact. Okay? I think that's hateful. I think it's hateful the things you say about the Black community and most specifically about Black women. I think that shit is hateful. I think it's hateful. And, you know, this is my opinion, okay? But I think if you don't have God in your heart, if you don't recognize that he is in your heart, I think you're being hateful towards him. So there's a whole lot of things I can identify as hateful that you personify. So we're not going to go there. Nobody out here is being hateful towards you. We are literally calling out the lies. And honestly, I personally don't know a channel out here that is on your side, because it's hard to be, because you're out here lying. Anyway, let's listen.
It's not professional journalism as y'all are trying to be, because there are.
Let me be clear about something. We are not journalists. Now, Dennis Byron is a journalist. He's a photojournalist. He's a journalist. But we are not journalists. We are vloggers, bloggers, vloggers, however you want to call it. That's what we are. And I do think that as a blogger, you have it would be in your best interest to have some form of ethics. Okay. Just because I'm a blogger, it doesn't mean I should come out here and be reckless with my words. I don't think that just because I have a microphone and I can hit a live button, it is not a good thing to come out here and just spew and say anything you want about a situation, and it not be based in fact. Okay. I think that's irresponsible. Are there a lot of vloggers that function like that? Absolutely. There are a lot of them, more than I really want to even mention. In this sector, I have not seen that. But in other sectors and throughout YouTube, I definitely know that there are people who come out here and are very irresponsible and reckless with their words. However, in this particular case, I feel that these ladies, in which most specifically the ones that she's talking about, that she really had a huge problem with at this point in time in particular. She's talking about Nyla. She's referring to Bougie right now. She's had something to say about Pam. She's had things to say about Dennis. And to be quite honest with you, all four of those people, all four of them, researched, came with proof, had the documents, okay? They had the documents to substantiate what they are saying, and then they give their opinions. There is a difference. Okay? So I think that is one thing that they have done that is very responsible, and they are functioning in that way as a journalist should and often most likely does. Okay, they do their research, they present the facts. Because we're vloggers, we present the research and we give our opinions about the facts that have been found. I just come out here and talk shit about the shit that has been identified, okay? Because I hadn't had time to do a whole lot of digging all up in shit. But I appreciate the people who do. Ain't no need of me reinventing the wheel. I will give credit to where credit is due. If I got the information from Dennis Byron, I'm gonna tell you I got the information from Dennis Byron. If I got the information from Bougie, I'm gonna tell you I got the information from Bougie. Bougie put this up. She showed it to us. This, that, and the other. And then I'm gonna give my opinion about what we've told. So or what has been said. So I feel that for the most part, I haven't heard anybody out here being just straight up and down reckless. Now, you may not like what they've had to say, but just because you don't like what they have to say doesn't mean that they are lying on you and not being responsible in their commentary. But let's listen.
So I just get that off. I just call people bitches and hoes. And this is a whole messy journalism situation that I'm just not, I don't watch none of them. So it's like news to me, because the only thing I used to watch was Wendy Williams, and I've only gotten on this stuff because of our name. And then it was like Sonya couldn't wait to come out. She couldn't wait to come out. I'm sorry, Heifer. But in July, when the phone calls came out, I could have came out then. We're August, September, October, November. We're at the end of November is when that girl came out with the pictures. So what are we talking about? If I wanted to come out, I would have came out. I would have came out in April. I would have came out when the story first leaked, and it was calling Erica the girlfriend. I would have been like, no, it's me. You know, like, girl, please. Nobody wants. Did nobody want to come out? And it's on the phone call.
My bad. I was on mute, y'all. Let me say this. The first thing she said that caught my attention just now, she said that I don't listen. I don't listen to them other folks. If you don't listen to them other folks, how you know they're not credible? How can you have an opinion about these other bloggers if you in fact aren't watching? Okay. The second thing is, when Nyla brought you to the forefront and exposed who you were, no one told you to go on a platform that had 1 million subscribers on it. Like, with all respect, I can't remember how many. I don't remember how many subscribers Nyla had on that channel at that time. But what I do know is she didn't have 1 million. What I do know is I'm going to, and I do know she didn't have 100,000. Like, Nyla said who you were. So now we know who this person is on the phone that is talking to Nesto. But you decided to go the next level. Not the next level. Shit. She went 45 levels up to somebody who had 1 million subscribers. People, I mentioned the number of subscribers Nyla had to suggest or to say that, think about the number of people that Nyla was able to communicate this to versus what a Tasha K is able to do on a platform that has 1 million subscribers. So the fact that you're saying you didn't want anybody to know who you were, or you didn't like the fact that you were brought out, or you didn't like this, that, and the other, you decided on your own to contact Tasha K. Did they contact you, or did Tasha K? You contacted Tasha K and you wanted to be on that platform, and that's what you got. You asked and you received. Okay. So you got on there. Now you mad that didn't turn out the way you had hoped it would. You thought you were going to be able to dispute or stand up or show these other bloggers, not knowing that Tasha K was going to bring them on to tell all the truth on you. Ain't that it? See, you did this to yourself, because then here's the other thing. Let's say Tasha K did not bring on those 4 ladies to her platform to discuss Sonya. Do you think because the other bloggers didn't come out and tell the truth on you that those subscribers would not have done it? Because I'm going to tell you, I've had subscribers. I have 7,000 subs. I have 7,000 subs. At the time that I interviewed Sonya, I had 3,000 subs. I gained 4,000 subs in the last year, all because of you, Sonya. I give you the credit. Because I interviewed you, it changed the trajectory of my channel in some ways. It created a community of like-minded people on my page, and I acquired 4,000 subscribers because of you, Sonya. All because of you. Now, you could have done the same thing if you knew how to take that as an opportunity. You created the channel, but for whatever reason, you couldn't stick to it. But I was able to do that. And I bring that up because at the time that I had 3,000 subs, and I gained 900, I want to say, within 2 days, 2 to 3, let's say 3. Within 3 days of doing that interview, I gained 900 subs. if I'm gaining subs like that, do you think I wasn't getting emails, DMs? Do you understand that the subs are a part of the show? The subscribers often send information to those content creators. So if they would do it for me with 4,000 or less subs, what do you think 1,000,000 subscribers might do? If you're on a platform with 1,000,000 and only 10% of them had something to say, that's a lot of damn information. You were going to get fact checked. It was going to happen. So that's why I just don't understand why you didn't think about that. That you didn't think about that when you decided you were going to lie on that woman's channel. It's crazy as hell. And I got you, Dennis. I got you, babe. They say love won't pay the rent. You won't find out until the money's spent. Well, I don't know all about you, but you got me. And baby, baby, I got you, babe. 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 Okay. All right.
They don't figure out what they pay attention to and what they listen to, what they hear, what they listen to. I'm on the phone talking. I shut all my pages down.
Oh, shit.
I don't want them to see my face. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of none of this. I don't want, because you're on the phone. I'm sitting there like, these people are stupid.
Yeah,
It was like, shout out to phone calls from jail, because if it wasn't for her releasing the phone calls, we wouldn't be here. And I was like, yeah. And you know what I could say about phone calls from jail? She just gives a small, introduction of what the phone call is about. It's not opinionated. It's not, twisted. It's not. It just says, on this phone call, you'll hear Ernesto and his brother talk about da-da-da-da, and then it plays. And that's exactly what it is. And then she said that for all the calls. So much respect for her, because she's not messy, and she deserves all the clicks that she gets, because she's the only one out of everybody that's on there. So I'm on there, of course, saying, no, that's a lie.
Now, wasn't there a recent, it was the interview or chat she was having with Sylvia, and she said, I don't listen to phone calls from prison. Now phone calls from prison is a problem, okay? Because phone calls from prison is still releasing this damn information, these calls out here that she didn't even realize. See, Sonya made the mistake of thinking that because the calls didn't come out in order, that all the calls weren't going to come out. And I'm sure that there are so many more left to come out. But you were initially saying, oh, well, she should have played the calls from the beginning, because it would prove this, that, and the other. You thought just because you said what the early calls included, that we were just going to believe you, right? And you believe that phone calls from prison was not going to release those calls. But what she has done is she's managed to release things that's very specific to maybe what's being talked about in the moment. And it's very helpful when she does that. So there was a time when obviously you respected phone calls from prison, right? What she just said just now is what she told me, that she respects phone calls from prison because these other bloggers are just being messy. But phone calls from prison is just straight out putting out the content. But then as you see now, phone calls from prison is a problem. All right. Now she's a problem. And now we don't understand why she keeps putting out content. Okay. Now that's Sonya for you. You can't win with her. You can't win.
Checking them on everything that they're saying.
You can't win. You can't break even, and you can't get out. Okay.
Saying, as they're saying it. And then that infamous Sylvia chick, the one who was in the courtroom with the recorder.
Okay.
Hey, son, good afternoon. Our production is requesting that you refrain from from releasing the studio recordings. It's just Tasha K's assistant just send me a text. Hold on.
What?
It depends on how they edit the interview. If they edit that interview to make me or him look anything different than what it was at the interview, and I'm going to release it. Her little recap was also her calling me a hoe, saying I was shaking and all of that. But from what actually happened in that interview, I'm releasing it. We didn't sign anything, so they can't say shit to me. Ha!
He snapping back on you that quick?
No, because under the comments you can see Sonya got the phone on the thing and she's recording the whole interview. That's what they're saying on the thing because they know I record the calls now, right? Okay. So they're saying Sonya recorded that interview. She recorded that interview. So now they're like, oh shit. So now he like, my producer told you he wasn't going to edit anything. Then you have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you play it exactly how it went, we ain't got nothing to worry about. But you're going to get exposed if you sit there and...
Here's the thing, though. You were in... They did that interview in Georgia or in Florida? Was Tasha K in Florida at that time? And the reason why I asked is because the fact that and I don't know what the situation is with Florida. I don't know if it's a two-party state or not. But the point is this: there's two problems she had with recording Tasha K. One, Tasha K could have in Georgia, if they're in Georgia, she could have brought her up on charges for recording her without her knowledge. And two, she could have sued her because she came in there to create content for Tasha K. So she didn't own that content. Tasha K owned that content. Now, have you guys ever watched like a radio interview with a celebrity, and you're watching it on, you can watch it on YouTube because maybe that particular radio station or what have you has a channel, and then they air the interview of that celebrity on their YouTube channel, right? But sometimes you see where the celebrity is streaming at the same time, and they may have their phone, and you can go to that celebrity's channel or that celebrity's Instagram page or that celebrity's Facebook page, and you will see that while they were in an interview with that radio station, that they also were recording the interview as well. That interview has asked the Florida. Is Florida a two-party state? Is Florida a two? Okay. So Florida and Georgia. Oh, Georgia's one party? Okay, but she was in Florida. So in Florida, it's a two-party state. So the fact that she did not tell Tasha K that she was recording, and I want to say, didn't that come to light during that discussion that Tasha K had with Nyla Bougie and Sylvia and phone calls from prison? Didn't that come to light that she was recording, that they figured she was recording or what have you? And Tasha K said, yeah, I knew that, or I could see that, or whatever. Because she put that phone on the floor and tried to put her little purse or whatever by it at one point, but was dumb, too dumb to understand we can see. Like she didn't think we was going to be able to see that. And if we could see that, we know the cameraman could see that. Hello. So the fact that she thought that was okay. I mean, one, it was illegal. And two, she stood a chance at being sued for using that woman's content. Then it said that's a no-no unless everyone knows. And that's exactly right. And usually even in, like I said, in those radio interviews, that person says, hey, is it okay if I stream too? Okay, so then it said too that George is one party. Okay. Yeah, but if they were in Florida, she was tripping. She was tripping all the way around. So anyway, let's listen.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. That shit is on. Hold on.
Yeah, she played it.
Let me play.
You played your part.
This shit. Okay, great. Have a great evening. Yeah. You got nothing to worry about if that's what it is. If you play what it was, then that's what it is. Oh, God. I'm going to find it. Just go ahead and put one on the side.
I can't hear that.
I know some yet. It's not playing.
Hold your horses.
The last
Nesto.
show. It says Steve Harvey's co-host, Shirley Strawberry. And that's a long-ass post. Title. Steve Harvey's co-host, Shirley Strawberry, on Ernesto's mistress. Kill all. Get the hell out of here. Kill all. Well, let's see what I said. The one thing I mentioned was what the warrant said.
How you gonna tell what the warrant says when you didn't bring no damn warrants with you? So Lion Mom says she claimed she was going on to spread the message about the case. She didn't bring no paperwork and talked about herself the entire interview and was obsessed with talking about herself thereafter. This was never about Nesto. It was never, ever, ever about Nesto. Now, she framed it to Nesto as to why she was going on there, but she never went on there or on any interview to help Nesto. It was always to help herself. And the thing about it is, you want someone to see you in a different light, but you come with lies. That really backfired on you, didn't it? That really backfired. How in the hell do you even leave the hotel room or wherever the hell you were staying? How do you walk out of said home and go to a meeting that is about this man's case and you don't bring shit about the case with you? Because that's really what it was, supposedly, or what it was supposed to be. But that's not what happened. That's not at all what happened. You went there to elevate yourself, to edify yourself, but it did not work, because what happened was we got to know who you were even more. You told us more about who you were, and in your words, we learned your character. We learned your character. You want us to believe that he is a man of good character, but a woman who lies on his behalf, who has bad character, is trying to convince us of this. Huh? Make it make sense now. How was that smart? I don't know.
Hello? Who pays $12 for what? Oh, that's how she make her money. Okay, girl. Oh, she's not. It'll be on the way. It'll fall back. Yeah, it'll fall back on her channel. No, but her assistant texted me and was like, the producer don't want me to release the recording of the interview. And I said, as long as they play how it played, they don't have nothing to worry about. So you play a different version, then I'm gonna put out the real version.
All right.
All right.
Talk about a lawsuit. I would have liked to have seen that happen, to be quite honest. I'm sure Sonya had to sign a waiver before they even had that interview. So I wish I wish that had happened. Okay. Jeez.
Don't say all that. They need to be scared. They need to be scared. I'm gonna tell you I got started with Nesto. That's text you some things. Look, I gotta text you some things.
$44. She's making money.
Isn't she? And if she put out the wrong shit, she's gonna be losing the money.
Yeah.
We just talked about everything, you know what I'm saying? 5 minutes a day, whatever. I was just like, I found out. I'm sure that.
But I got 32,000 views in 7 hours. So let's go to. They kept saying when I was on the thing, they kept saying, Sonya on here? Hey, Sonya.
They kept saying what?
The people that was on the chat, they was like, Sonya on here. Hey, Sonya. Come on, what's
Okay, you were being interviewed, and there people in the chat were saying hi, Sonya. Now they don't know you from a can of paint. They do know your name is Sonya, and they do know that you're a guest. So they said hi. That's the reason for we have to acknowledge that as being something special. It's weird, but okay.
That's some crazy shit, of course, because you got people that hate. I'm like, well, they hate. Y'all act like I did something. It's amazing how y'all this is just what females do.
Yeah.
They get mad at the girl instead of the man. I don't know her. I'm not her friend. I have nothing to do with whatever. So y'all don't even know if y'all trying to call me somebody that was messing with him. If that's what y'all trying, that's the narrative y'all going with. Y'all go get.
We're not going with a narrative. We're going with the facts. You were a woman that was fucking him. You were a woman that was seeing him while he was seeing other women while he was married. We are talking shit about you because regardless, he's an asshole. He's garbage. We know that. We stay on that ass. The fact that you had no respect for this woman, isolate him from her. Like you can't say that that's what you weren't doing because we saw you. We heard it. You wanted to make sure that the attorneys didn't talk to nobody but you. We're going to call you garbage because that's what you were doing. You were disrespectful as hell to that woman and to their marriage. And while I think he holds more responsibility than anyone in the scenario, it doesn't exclude you from any responsibility. Okay? Especially when we hear allegedly that he's not your first married man that you've been involved with. You see, there's no respect that one can give a person like that. You don't believe in God, so that's not your moral compass. Like we don't know what it's rooted in. What we can only way we can judge you and your ethics is based on your actions, based upon your words. And we heard the things that you said. We heard what you were trying to do and what you did do. Okay, we see you trying to take the helm. You were out of line from the riff. And even if he told you, I want you to handle this shit, you had the responsibility to say, See, what you should have said then is that you didn't want no part of this shit because he had a whole woman, a whole wife, in fact. And if his wife couldn't do the shit for him, he had children. And if his children didn't want to do the shit for him, he had friends. And if none of them was anything for him, that should have told you something which would make you know you didn't need to be with him. Come on now. You sound stupid. You sound real crazy. And you think that we're not going to have an opinion about you? We have nothing else to base it on but your actions and your words. Girl,
mad at him now. I mean, everybody want to be mad at the woman. Now, if me and her was friends, then you'd be mad at me. And her husband, I never heard him ever, never had no type of conversation with her. And what do you know me to know? No, anyway, stupid. Don't respond. Don't respond. It was stupid. They just coming for me, but that's fine. I'm built for it.
They coming for
Built for it, too. Yeah, they coming for me. Coming for me.
Oh shit. Hold on one second. I don't know. Extra AF. I keep trying to make your thing come up and it wouldn't stay. Extra said, V, didn't she tell you that she prided herself on not having never been with a married man till him? She did say that. She did tell me that. Which is, and she told me, so she said she slept with him the second day she met him. And then 2 weeks after that, he told her he was married. She said she was mad and she stopped dealing with him or something. And she led us to believe she hadn't had sex with him anymore after that. I mean, if I remember correctly, that was the message she wanted us to believe. And my thought was, well, because I asked her too, how did you not know he was married? Like, you're going to tell me that this heifer did not Google? Like, come on. I think most of us believe she knew who he was before she even got with him, right? So we know that she knew something about this dude. And for her to say that she learned 2 weeks later that he was married, my question to her then was, then why are you still dealing with him? Like, why would you continue to deal with him if you know that he's a married man? You don't do married men. What made you continue? And now that he has this case and you learn that there are at least, see, just because we only know about 4 women doesn't mean that there weren't others. I'm almost certain there were others. I bet some of the others has seen some of this coverage going on about this man. And sometimes people don't even want to take people to court or address some of the shit because it's going to open a can of worms that they're not willing or ready to allow to come out. So some people may feel it's humiliating, so they didn't say anything. But you know of 4 women that he was messing with during the time you were calling yourself dealing with them. And those 4 women that we know of, he was messing with them and trying to get money out of them. Just because he didn't get none from you, first of all, he wasn't going to get none from you because you didn't have none. That's the first thing. And that's probably why you didn't hear much from him or see him often, because you didn't have shit to offer him. Okay? Now, he probably is grateful for the work he did put in, because look at your ass now. You over here running amok. Okay, you over here trying to control this and that and take care of the legal stuff and put money on his books and paying for phone calls and allowing him to watch movies and come to visit him every week and doing whatever he asks you to do. You are at his beckoning call. Now, no one else is, but you are. That too is not a clue for you. Think about it, Sonya. If those 4 women were dealing with him while he was dealing with you, what makes you think he wasn't coming for you in the same way anyway? Regardless of whether or not he was successful at it or had the time to actually do it, it happened, and he was coming for you.
Coming for me. Yep, they coming for him.
We're going to see a damn movie.
You gotta pay credit.
$44 to see. So how long they gonna be?
No, she said $12 to see it. It's $12 for get a million views. Or if she get, let's say, she's gonna get at least, she got 37,000 views off of just a little trailer.
What?
So let's say she get 37,000 views off that trailer. So let's say she get 500,000 views. She gonna get $1 million.
Yeah, so is.
Girl, you
YouTube
do
won't
not get no $1 million for 1 million views. First of all, did that interview get 1 million views on YouTube? I'm just curious. We need to look that up. How many views? Listen, how many views did that Tasha K interview have on it? Because by the time it came out, we had been doing all kinds of content on it, right? There's several content creators covering it now. So that may have sent traffic that way. But I'm just curious, how many views did Tasha K get? But if Tasha K did get 1 million views, it does not mean she got $1 million. Nigga, bye. These people are fun tea, okay? They are fun tea. Oh,
gonna pay her, and I'm gonna pay to see it. They're thinking YouTube's gonna pay her. So she don't make $1 million. If she charging $12, let's do the math. You know, stupid.
You gonna pay $12?
But they had that on there trying to break. They had that girl on there trying to break things down. Girl, you're speculating from afar. No one's gonna tell you anything that's in the circle. So unless you're in the circle, you're speculating. You don't know anything. You don't know what's going on, or who, what, whatever. Yeah, 12. Let's say $12. She don't get at least 60,000 views.
I think that she interviewed with Tasha K and she has to still pay to watch her own video. So let me get this straight. I was sitting with Tasha K and I do an interview with her. And I can't even see it for free after. So I got to pay her to see what I said like that. I mean, that's interesting. And she didn't ask Tasha K, well, will you send it to me when it's done? Or, none of that. None of that at all. I believe that was an oversight. I just don't believe that Tasha K. I do not believe that Tasha K is over here interviewing people, putting it up on her paid channel and not telling people, who she interviews that they can see it for free. I don't know. I believe this heifer just didn't ask. Maybe it was an oversight on Tasha K's team. Or maybe you just got to, if you ask, you can get it. And if you don't ask, they ain't going to volunteer it. Maybe that's it. But I just can't believe people are over there interviewing and then they can't watch their shit. I don't believe that. I don't know. I don't know. Why didn't she email her right then? I see you're going to release the interview. Can I get a link? Like, come on now. I don't know this one.
7 on that. That's 720.
Damn.
200.
I know, right? That's a hustle for you.
That she would just ask her fucking niece, rather. You would think she would ask Courtney Elise, how much are you paid to get this amount of money? Or how does Elise has over 150,000 subscribers. I think she has like 160 or something like that. And then she's out here. She's been out here. Courtney at least knows how this whole thing works. So why wouldn't she ask Courtney? Like, the fact that she is so ignorant because she had resources to answer these questions. Ciao. Anyway.
She's going to have to get up to Cardi. She got Cardi paid in a week. Yep.
Okay. I ain't said nothing wrong. See, I ain't talking
Right,
about
but
that.
that's what I said. You ain't say shit on. Did nobody talk about the case? I only spoke off of the warrant because that's all I can. That's what I said. All thing I could do is speak off the warrant because he and him have never spoken about his case other than he says he's innocent. And that's all I could do is say, he said he's innocent, and this is what the warrant's saying. The warrants don't make sense. And that's all I could go off of. Other than that, I can't.
I don't understand how the warrants don't make sense. That's the part that confuses the hell out of me. What doesn't make sense is that the warrants don't make sense. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't until this case, I had never read a warrant before. So it wasn't until this case that I saw just how detailed the warrants are. Like they tell a story. Like I didn't know that a warrant had, I never knew that. And I felt like the warrants were so detailed, it almost told you what kind of evidence they. Sorry, we're back. Can you hear me? Okay. I didn't know. Sorry about that, everybody. I did not know that the warrants were so damn detailed. And as I was saying, I don't know if you guys caught this part, but I was saying like they're so detailed. It makes one believe that they have. I mean, it's almost like it tells you what evidence they have based upon the story. So, what didn't make sense about them? It made plenty of sense to me. But what is she saying didn't make sense? That's what I don't get. Anyway, hey, Mistress Monica. Sonya can't afford $12 video. I thought she was a rich baller. The damn lies. Yeah, not only that, she's already spending $600 a month though on phone calls. Remember, she was straight up and down spending $600 per month, plus putting money on his books so he can make calls, plus putting money on the communications thing that allows him to text and to watch movies. And she's running up there to see him. I think visits are paid. Like, I don't know how they do it there, but they're just, you pay for the visit. So I don't know, y'all. I do not know. Uh, she had some money. Somebody sent me, it was in my comment section, and they really broke it down about how they think. I think I'll pull that up about her money situation because I had a question about how she was living and stuff, and I'll pull that at the end because they really broke that shit down as to how she is gaining money, like what income and how possible could have an apartment, everything. So anyway, we'll talk about that.
Tell you straight up. I don't know shit. I don't know. Hold on. I didn't know how to pay for it. I gotta try to see how I can.
Oh, well,
Without pay
wait.
for it.
You could do it. You could do it 9, 10, 9, 30, 10 o'clock. 30 minutes almost over with now. I just like to hear see if she's gonna be fuck it up. I heard a couple of things in there. Yeah, I heard a couple of things, but I want to make sure she can keep the truth going on. But I know they're gonna.
Well,
But you
Can
said
y'all hear me now?
them two clowns got together.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Testing, testing, testing. It's a damn child. Jesus. Jesus be a Wi-Fi. Oh my God. Jesus be a Wi-Fi. Our days, trust me, the days of this foolishness, they're coming to a close, Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. All right.
Stupid.
Yeah, I thought I was going to comment for you to listen to it.
No, I don't want to hear the real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear the real shit. Because I did hear somebody talking about he don't like her, and I said, I don't give a damn about that shit, and I don't.
No, he has to do with nothing. Yeah, her whole issue was with that whole, her and Steve got righty. But she started, of course, because I'm sure he's never spoken about her, period. And of course, she was probably gossiping to her bullshit. And so now you feel some type of way. But when you start shit, then that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
Now I got to go in and do a video and talk about them two and post that shit tomorrow. On these two had us calling people hoes, talking about the wife, like y'all so disrespectful. Y'all, she wants Steve. She wants that lifestyle. Like all that from a phone call, from a 5-minute.
Yes. Let me tell you. I don't know anybody else's stance on that, but let me tell you. I'm sorry, y'all said no sound. Who's that? Hey, let's talk about it all. Said no sound. Hopefully y'all heard what she was just saying. First of all, she said she was gonna go live the next day on her channel and talk about who, Bougie and Nyla, I guess, or whatever. But then she goes on, shit, I forgot what. Let me go back a second. Child, lost my train of thought. Shit, something said. Oh, did we get that from a 5-minute call? That Shirley would like to have Marjorie's lifestyle. Let me tell you something. I'm not jealous of people and I'm not envious of people. But to suggest that I wouldn't like a certain lifestyle, I could pinpoint probably different people. I don't want to be that person because first and foremost, I don't know what that person had to go through to get to this space in life. I don't know what that person's trials and tribulations are or have been. I don't know anything about what it takes to be in that person's shoes. So I don't want to be that person, but there are lifestyles, there are homes, there are careers, there are things that I have looked to as inspiration and yes, desire it. And it was clear to me that when you heard Shirley Strawberry over there talking about Marjorie's home and shit, when she was telling all the things that she saw in Marjorie's bathroom and her dressing area and where she gets her makeup done and her hair done in the closet. Because let me be very clear about something. I don't know if she was in that woman's closet, but honestly, being in my bathroom without me being there is a little too much for me. For me, especially if I only consider you to be the help. Okay, if you are not my friend and my husband didn't bring you there because you friends of the family and shit, and I'm just not home in this moment, and y'all happen to be there and you want to look around real quick, that's one thing. But it sounds like, remember, she said she had never been to that woman's home until that day. She said that Marjorie saw them as the help. And so be it, so you hadn't been there. She hadn't been there because they weren't friends. All right. So being in my damn closet, my bathroom and all that shit's a little too intimate for me. But nevertheless, what she saw was a dressing area and a place where the hairstylist comes in and the makeup artist comes in and does her shit for her. Hell yeah, I want that. Yeah. I'm sure Shirley Strawberry saw that and said, yes, I would love that. I would love if the nail tech came to the house and the hairdresser came to the house and the makeup person came to the house and did me up. Yes, I would love that shit. I bet she does a lot of shopping from her home too while you bullshitting. Hell, now I'll tell y'all this right now. And please don't, I'm not, this is not indicative of what I'm about to explain is not somebody who was rich. Okay. We weren't rich. But when I was married, my husband already had a personal shopper at Neiman Marcus. He had another person too that was a personal shopper for him, period. He got custom made suits, and those people always came to the house. So when I married him, I then had access to the personal shopper too. So that person might come in and they would bring in several outfits, based on your size and that sort of thing. They come in, and bring that shit in there. You try it on, you decide if you like it, if you don't like it, or whatever. And then they take back what you don't want, and so be it. It is what it is. I had that and I thought that was a luxury. Okay. And we weren't rich. I can only imagine what types of things and the amount of clothes and all of that Marjorie gets brought to her home. And she's shopping from her from her closet. Okay. And I'm sure her closet is nice and cozy with a sitting area and all of the works. She could probably host people in there. I know, ooh, that's my dream room. Okay, that's what I want one day. But nevertheless, yes, people look at once and say, yes, I would aspire to have that. I would love to have that. In fact, she said it out of her own mouth. Shirley said, I would love for this to happen. I love if I had this. I love if the people came to me. So yes, from that phone call, we heard that she wishes she had Marjorie's lifestyle. And motherfucker, so do I. Okay, now let's listen.
From a 5-minute conversation, y'all got that. You just got her whole life from that 5-minute look. You just sat there. Okay, you don't know the dynamics of their relationship, and you don't know how they move to say anything. Y'all talking like y'all. That's like, and I told Tasha this in the interview. Y'all want every reaction to be one reaction. If someone comes and tells you your husband died, but you don't break down and throw yourself on the floor and cry, does that mean you wanted him dead? No, that means everybody's reaction to something is different. Yeah. Some people cry, some people faint, some people throw up, some people, whatever. Mm-hmm. You can't sit there and say, this is the only reaction to this. You can't say that. Mm-hmm. It's 8 billion people with 8 billion mindsets. Mm-hmm. And everybody's different. Mm-hmm. There are very little similarities in people. That's why everybody didn't go do
very similarities in people. Actually, that is not true. We are far more alike than we are different. We are different. We are different. But we are far more alike as human beings than not. All right? CJ said, when I worked at Nordstrom, we had personal shoppers that made $1 million or more. That's who you're speaking about that came to your husband's home. I know what you are speaking about. Yes, ma'am. Now, he didn't have to pay for this shit until he decided he wanted it. You know what I mean? So she would bring all these things over. All you had to do is kind of tell her what you were looking for. And ever so often she would just say, hey, this came in. I think you might like this kind of thing. This was somebody at Neiman's. There was the other person did buy a lot of the stuff from Nordstrom's, as a matter of fact. In fact, I had never shopped at Nordstrom's or Neiman Marcus until I got married. And it was because of that nigga. Okay. And so, yeah, like I was like, oh, this is a whole nother life. All right. And again, he wasn't rich, but he made 6 figures. And that was back in the 90s, in Sonya's heyday. And that was good ass money for real back then. And so, yeah. Those personal shoppers, and she was always sharp to death. Both of them, they were always sharp. Just Nikki said, Dennis, you're gonna need more than a black dress for fee. More than a $50 dress. Yes, Lexi. Lexi said, me too. I want that lifestyle too. Shit, yeah. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I aspire to have it, my damn self. Uh, Extra AF said, unfortunately, Shirley Strawberry couldn't have personal shoppers come by because she didn't know if they would be evicted that day. I know that's right. Can you imagine? Because let me say this, Shirley Strawberry certainly could have had that kind of treatment, right? Like she should have, and maybe she did. Like, let's be clear, she may have had some people that brought certain things, but the the requirements to do so may have been different for her, or maybe she didn't even think she could. I don't know. But I don't know. There's no reason why Shirley Strawberry didn't have more and didn't have more of a stable life than did with $500,000 a year, with $400,000 a year. Let me tell you something. My husband did not make $400,000 a year. He did not. Okay. He did not. And we lived well. So can you imagine with 400,000? Jesus. Okay. My God.
That's why everybody didn't vote for Trump. Everybody owns the same. If that was the case, we would all have one car. We would all live in the same type of house. Everybody would buy it would just be one couch, and we all would like it. What did she have on? Was she wearing? Very tiny. Yeah. What did she have on? Oh, Karl Lagerfeld. Yeah, Karl Lagerfeld. Oh, she didn't buy it from the Chinese. The notices didn't say that. Like, y'all be trying to just be messy. I was like, no, bitch.
We can be messy. It's some of it's for humor, like, okay. Shit. You had on this Gigantor shirt that you were subbing as a dress, I guess. You had nothing but Karl Lagerfeld on. I mean, it was just nothing but his name all over it. Somehow that made it fashionable to you. I don't dislike it. I just don't think that that's what I would have worn to the interview. To me, that's for me. It is what it is. I don't have a problem with it if you were somewhere else. I just don't know what was the need to. I probably wouldn't have bought it. Let me be clear about that. It's not my style. And I like Karl Lagerfeld stuff, but you are really attached to it for whatever reason. But I think the reason is because they are a cheaper, you can get them at a more affordable price than some of the other labels. I'll just put it like that. You can go to Macy's and they have sales on Karl Lagerfeld stuff all the time. So I do like their stuff, but I don't know, you seem to have an obsession with them, but I think it's because of the price point. Natasha Razor Glam said, I worked at Neiman Marcus Beverly Hills in the studio department 20 years ago, and I used to bring clothes to celebrities' houses. I was making bank. I missed that job. Exactly. So I don't know why. I would think that Shirley could have had that sort of connection as well. But yeah, that shit it's real. There are people that have good lives. So again, I mentioned that about the way I lived before. Like, that's not my life now. I wish it were. It's not. It shall be again, okay, on my terms. But at the end of the day, it's okay to aspire to want more. And sometimes seeing what someone else has opens your mind up to the possibilities that you never considered before. I think that's okay. Stop it. What'd you say, Natasha? Karl Lagerfeld, exactly, by way of Burlington Coat Factory. It could be Burlington, but even at Macy's, y'all, Macy's runs big sales often, and you can get Karl Lagerfeld stuff on clearance, and it's affordable. You know what I mean? They've got some cute suits. I was about to buy a Karl Lagerfeld outfit last October, because I had an event to go to the first week of November. I have a little video, a little short out there. It shows me at that event. And the theme was gold. And it just so happened that Karl Lagerfeld had some gold like outfits or whatever. And I was trying to figure out, did I want to get one of them? And while it wasn't extremely expensive, it what I was looking at wasn't in my budget, because I wanted something more for evening, and I needed something to wear over a 3-day period, like 3 different days, gold. So I was at Macy's looking around Karl Lagerfeld. They had caught my eye, child. I like Karl Lagerfeld. I do. See me with something that has a label's name on it, but for the most part, I'm not that girl that needs to have the label plastered all over me. Okay. It's just, I don't know. I just don't need that. And her shirt really wasn't, if that was a dress or shirt, whatever it was, it's not a dressy thing to wear. I mean, it's just a shirt. If the words weren't on there and it was just that shirt, what would make that shirt special? Is there a certain shape, silhouette, style to the shirt? Or is the big deal about the shirt the words on it? And if the big deal is just the words, then it's not enough for me to want it. Anyway, it just seemed like a regular ass, big ass, oversized ass shirt. That's what it looked like to me.
Facts. Don't play. Don't play.
Damn. Well, you know, you can't listen to that comment shit now. That shit'll drive you
She's
crazy.
very pretty. The one girl, shit. I don't care about that stuff. My friend I took my friend from Cleveland called me though and was like, why didn't you tell me? I was like, tell you what? Or I was like, oh, am I? She was like, somebody sent it to me, and I was like, apparently somebody that knows, she knows I know, because she wouldn't give a name, you know, or she would have just said, who sent it to me, you know? I'm like, it's cool, whatever.
Who your friend in Cleveland? Is this Yvette? Like, you got another friend in Cleveland, or are you lying? Are you lying, or are we talking about Yvette? Because other than that, we don't know about no other friends. You told us you ain't got no friends, that Yvette was it. Now you got Yvette and Sylvia. So what friend was this? And who did she, and I missed that part, who did she say was pretty? Tell me in the chat, who is she just saying was pretty? I'm just curious.
Wow.
I said, well, you know, one thing turns into something, I said, and I kind of look at everything that's going, and there isn't much going on. So they're going to ride this. Because other than P. Diddy and all his things, and then she talked about Kiki and her baby daddy and what's going on with them, and she was talking mad shit about Kiki instead of the boyfriend that was putting his hands on her. And I was like, your angle be kind of weird. Like,
oh, hold on one second. Oh, so Lexi said, she said somebody said she was pretty. Oh, okay. Yeah, child. You know what? I have a friend. Well, we're not friends anymore, really. This was like a young friend. And she would always, I remember this from high school days. I remember whenever we could be like, hey, we didn't go to the same high school, right? So, but we were best friends. So she, you know, we talked every single day. Like, as soon as we got home from school, we're on the phone, and we're on the phone all night long. And if we're not on the phone, we're together, right? So it felt like every time I talked to her, if somebody at school flirted with her, if somebody at school gave her a compliment, if she was walking in the mall and some guy said hi, or if she was at the bank, or if she was driving down the street, if somebody ever said anything to her, she was so thrilled, and she would always report it back to me. Okay. She would always tell me, oh, I was over here and this guy was trying to holler, and I'm here and da 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 da. Like, this was an ongoing ongoing thing, right? So I always thought that that was interesting because it happened to me a lot, but I never thought anything about it. Like it was never something I felt like I needed to come back, report, and tell people. But Sonya gives me those vibes like my friend. Like she's so hungry for compliments that when she gets one, it's everything to her. And so she has to share it. Somebody says she was pretty. That was great. That's wonderful. That's nice. Why she needs to report that back, I don't know. It's very telling to me, because I don't know. Anyway, that's just my thought. I just think that, yes, my Ty, I do think there's an issue here with self-worth and self-esteem with these ladies that really, really need to hear that they are special, that somebody likes them. Anyway, hit the like button for me, y'all.
For you, it's like, yeah, I'm coming, but yeah, it's probably 4 stories.
Oh, the big stairs. So okay, no, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? Hey, they got a fight on their hand now. I know that. They got a fight on their hand. Boy, look here.
Okay, y'all hear that the sound is up. I'm trying to check it into my phone. Okay, I see now. Let's finish.
So I guess I got to get on my page tomorrow, correct them.
Oh,
and that's why I made sure I was like, well, you have to come on my page tomorrow for the real interview.
You have 1 minute remaining.
If they edit this, come on my page for the real interview, because it's gonna be edited. That's what I was like, please, hey, you know what? Keep the peace, no problem. And it's the wrong one. Call me. I was supposed to go out with Madison. Did Madison call me? Oh, she did call me. Your phone is. Call me at 10 o'clock.
All right. Okay, cool. Keep talking. They ain't went off yet.
All right. I love you.
You too. You had an interesting day. I see.
Yeah. We have 150 subscribers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not very interesting, but
Yeah.
Let's see what it do. I guess this is we can't be old and just go out quietly. Apparently, I'm just shocked at all the lies on the gun charge, and he's got this. I was like, that is not his record.
I think it's interesting that this lady is saying she apparently we just can't go grow old and go out quietly. Maybe you could have if your boyfriend wasn't committing crimes. Maybe you could have if you didn't walk your ass onto a platform that had 1 million subscribers. I'll be honest with you. I didn't give a shit about you till I saw that interview. Ironically, do you know who the person was who came to me on more than one occasion and said, you need to look at this Shirley Strawberry? The person that came to me on more than one occasion and said, V, you need to look at this. You need to you check this out. Okay? Check out this live. It was her daughter. I wasn't thinking about that damn story. I wasn't really thinking about the story until she had to come out on the Steve Harvey morning show and say something about it, right? That's what caught my attention. And then when she did the interview, that's when I really started diving in, right? Because I was like, this is weird. This girl's tripping, blah, blah, blah. I saw that she was lying, and I didn't even have all the facts. I could just tell she was telling lies. So it was at that point that I was like, okay. So I started paying attention to the story, and I was like, I'm gonna interview her. Let me see if I can interview her. Because for a while there, I was just a subby going over to Nyla's. In fact, I didn't even know about Bougie at the time. I want to say that her daughter might have shared Nyla's live with me, or a couple of her lives. And that's when I was like, oh, okay. So I was only getting the information from what Chronicle Speaks had put out, that interview that not interview, but that conversation that Shirley had on Steve Harvey's show, and then Nyla. And then it wasn't until after I did the interview that I discovered Bougie, because Bougie was doing a review of the, or not necessarily at that time. She wasn't actually, or was she? I think she was doing a reaction to the interview, and someone sent it. As a matter of fact, Know Your Own Worth sent me Bougie's information. So that's how I found out about Bougie, was from Know Your Own Worth, and I found out about Nyla through her daughter. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Texas Toy. Would you say I owe her a lot? Texas Toy. Uh-oh. I hit the wrong one. Where does it go? Yep. Her daughter came to me. She said her daughter gifted me my first monthly membership. You owe her a lot. Yes. Yes. So she's the one who brought, not that I hadn't heard of Nyla. Let me make that clear. I had heard of Nyla. Here's the funny thing. I knew Nyla Says, but I didn't know that Nyla Says was Grown Woman Vibes. So when I got, so her daughter was sending me Grown Woman Vibe stuff, and I had got familiar with Grown Woman Vibes. The first time was because there was a subscriber I hear that we had come to know well, and I don't know if she ever, I don't know, I don't think she had a, or did she have a channel? Her name was Cha Cha Girl. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but Cha Cha Girl was someone that I knew from chats and stuff, right? And Cha Cha Girl passed away. And when that happened, Grown Woman Vibes told, like did a video, to sort of acknowledge that, she had passed. So that was the first video I got from Grown Woman Vibes. I never knew that that was Nyla. Okay. Then here I am over there, because now her daughter's sending me lives from Grown Woman Vibes. And I'm like, okay. So I'm watching. I still don't know that this is Nyla Says. All right. Now I knew of Nyla Says from when Nyla first started her channel. I'm not going to say I watched a lot of the content. This was when she was doing uploads and stuff, but I did know who she was. I had listened to some of her content, but this was so long ago. So once I put together, I probably had been listening to Nyla over a month before it dawned on me. I was like, they keep calling her Nyla. And then I was like, wait a minute. At some point, I was like, that Nyla Says? So I had no idea. But I did not know of Bougie until Know Your Own Worth, because Know Your Own Worth was a big supporter of Bougie's. She watched her and liked her content, and said, "Oh, you need to check her out." Blah blah blah. And she's like, "Oh, she's doing a reaction. She mentioned your interview." And at that point, because Bougie mentioned my interview, her subscribers came over in droves. They just did. And I'm so grateful to her for that, because she introduced my channel to her audience, and she is largely responsible for the growth, I have to say. So, yes. Oh, what was, I guess somebody's asking the question. Yes. Her daughter is, one of my first actually, Know Your Own Worth is
Fedora and Know Your Own Worth were probably my first mods. Actually, Fedora was my very, very, very first mod when I got my channel, and Know Your Own Worth. And then for the most part, it was Know Your Own Worth, Fedora, Shell Loves, her daughter, and yeah, there were two other people, like I said, I had to unmod. But that and Tisa, Styles by Tisa. So all of them were my, my original mods. And yeah, so they would, and we were friends, you know what I'm saying? So as friends, they're like, hey, V, you need to check this out. Da, 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 So anyway, I'm really, really grateful for all of those folks. Lexi the law nurse said, I'm grateful for all of the parts and people who caused this community to come together. I agree too. I really like these people. Okay. I like us. Okay. I like us a lot. So anyway, all right, y'all. So because we are at 8 hours, I am not going to go through the second call. What I will do is I'm gonna hold off on the second call. I don't know if I need to contact Native, because here's the thing, y'all. I cannot do the readings tonight, the text. I don't believe so, because I have dinner plans, because I have a cousin who is in town, right? And this cousin I haven't talked to in a while. And this cousin, very, very successful cousin, okay? And this cousin happens to live in California. And he just happened to be in town. And he was like, hey, you want to get together? Da, 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 da. And I was like, yeah, I would love to. But guess what? I'm packing. I got a lot going on because I'm moving. And he's like, where are you moving to? And I was like, I'm moving to California. He was like, what? So I got to go to this dinner tonight because I got to talk to my cousin. All right. And I got to figure out what I can be doing once I get out there. So it's very important that I get over there. Plus, okay, so yeah, I think I did hear Native say something about he was getting on the road. Okay, Native said he's getting on the road at 3 p.m. and he didn't know if he was going to feel like it tonight. Good, because I've got this dinner. It's at 6:30 and we'll probably be done 8:39. I don't know if, Black but Not Bitter, where have you been? Black but Not Bitter. Yes, girl, I thought you was in there. I thought I had told you, sis. I think I took that for granted that you knew. But I'll talk to you. I'll hit you up. I don't know why I thought you knew. You've been, you know what it is, Black and Not Bitter. You've been kind of running lately, because you were on the road a couple times in the last week, 2 weeks. You've been on the road and stuff. So I think I took for granted that you knew that. But yes, I moved to California. Okay. So shit, what was I about to say about that? Oh, so I need to check with Legacy Moon. They haven't been live enough today, hasn't she? But if she's not live tonight, I will not corn fusion. Are you saying that because you passed through all these cornfields in Ohio and stuff? Is that what you're talking about? So I know Dimples Wimples. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it no more today. Well, not no more during this live. Okay. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna check with Legacy Moon. If she is not live tonight, I will come back and do this second call. Okay. So tonight, around 10, we can do the second call. Otherwise, I will hit y'all back tomorrow. But if she's live, then I'm not gonna go live. Okay. All right. So anyway, I know, you know what it is. So here's the thing. I told the members, and it's been hinted out here that I'm moving and, I'm packing up my stuff and I'm moving, but yeah, now I don't have my actual end date. Like I move out of my place next Friday at the latest. And, I probably will head to California maybe the week after. Like, I'm gonna ship my car out there, and I just got to get my plane ticket to go. Yes. So yes. So that's that. Okay, wait. What'd you say? I'm in Cincy until tomorrow. We'll be back in until tomorrow evening. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, so that's what you mean by corn fusion. Yes. So see, you've been on the road and stuff, but we'll connect. We'll connect. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for being here. If you didn't hit the like button, please could you hit that motherfucker on the way out? Thank you. If you wouldn't mind hitting that damn like button, okay? It would be much appreciated. I really enjoyed you guys, and thank God for everybody who just really blessed me on today. Special shout out to my girl, her daughter, and to everyone who gifted memberships, who became members, who super chatted, who cash apped. I love all of y'all to pieces. Thank you to everybody in the doggone chat that came in, gave me a click in the view. Special shout out to all of my beautiful moderators. I love y'all. Even the men are beautiful. Okay. All right. Even the men are beautiful. Okay. That Native and Dennis. Okay. Dennis got a mod stick too, honey. Look. Oh, let me say this real quick. So, y'all, something weird is really going on with YouTube. So, about 2 weeks ago, I dropped down in Bougie's chat. It might have been longer than that. About 3 weeks ago or more, I jumped down in Bougie's chat, said something, said a couple of different things, and noticed I don't think these people see me. Like, I don't think Bougie can see me. I don't think anybody can see me. So I switched over to my second account, my secondary account, and I looked in the chat, and my comment wasn't there. So I was like, that's weird. Am I blocked at Bougie's? Right? So I contact Bougie, and I was like, hey, Bougie, by the way, it looks like I'm blocked in your chat. I don't know why. She was like, what? Why would you be blocked? So then she looks in the block box, because there's like a little space, on the channel. And when you block somebody, all the people show up in there. And she's like, you weren't in there. I was like, that's wild. That's crazy. So she said, well, I'm going to make you an authorized user. So I don't even know how you do that. But she said something about, she made me an authorized user, and that should clear it up. So the next day when she went live, I was able to drop down in the chat, and she saw me, and it was all good. So then about 2 weeks ago, I dropped in the chat, and she couldn't see me again. I was like, what the hell? What is going on? So it was like whatever she did, it worked for a day, but then it didn't work again. So I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. So I told her. And so she was like, okay. She was like, well, so she gave me a moderator stick, because we were like, is somebody playing out here? Like, is there a moderator that's just gone rogue? Like, what's going on? Right? It was no big deal. So then not even last week. What was it? It was like the other day. It was just a few days ago. I dropped down in Nyla's chat. Nothing. She couldn't see me. So I was like, wait a minute. So I went to the secondary account, and sure enough, my comment was not there. So then I said something from the uncut page. Do you know nothing? It wasn't there either. So then I went over to Cuffs and Comforts, and I dropped down in the chat. Do you know that didn't come up either? It's weird as hell, right? So come to find out, Nyla said the same shit happened to her when she went to Bougie's show. I was like, what is going on, right? So Nyla made me an authorized user. It did work after she did that. So I don't know if it's going to work forever or if it just worked for that moment. But then guess what? Yesterday, I dropped down in Dennis's chat. Dennis couldn't see me. It's like, what the hell? Something is really, I don't know. I don't know, Dimples Wimples. That could be it. I'm like, why in the hell am I not able to be seen in some of these chats? Like, I don't have a problem in Legacy Moon's chat. Native can see me in his chat. But I went over to Dennis's yesterday and he couldn't see me. So anyway, Dennis made me a mod because it's like, what the hell? So I made him a mod over here, child. So we got two menses. My menses. Both my menses is over here and they modded up. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Okay. I bet there's somebody who wishes they had my lifestyle too. Okay. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but that's okay because y'all crazy too. And I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Not a damn thing. All right. See y'all tonight. Maybe. Smooches.